with his in-ring work, the feuds that he had, the attention he brought to wrestling. Podcast. I am Lucky, joined by MVP. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. We drop new content every week. A lot of top 5 lists. We talk about some other topics too that might gain interest. If you like what you see, drop it in the comments below. Today we're talking about top 5 wrestlers who should have won a title but never did. So this is going to be an exciting episode just because there's a lot of people that could be on this list.
Absolutely.
So you know what? You went first last week. I'll go first this week. So my number one, and I'm more scared that you're going to take mine, so that's why I got to go number one, because we think alike. But wrestlers who never won a title, and they should. Number one, Roddy Piper.
Okay.
One of the best heels of all time.
Absolutely.
And in that time in the 80s, like, he had massive heat with, like, Hogan, and it would have been a no-brainer to put the title on him. That would have been a heat magnet like no other, and you could have Hogan would have beat him in one of the Manias. Crazy. Yeah.
Or you could have gave him a really long title run where the selling point is we want to see him lose the title.
Yeah.
Kind of like Roman Reigns right now.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Yeah, my number one is Roddy Piper.
All right. My number one is William Regal.
Yeah.
Now, all right, in-ring quality unmatched. He's got the respect of a lot of old and like new wrestlers. I mean, you have somebody that's trained Brian Danielson. I mean, they started a whole Blackpool Combat Club because of him. Let's see, CM Punk respects him, and you know what? NXT was at its strongest when William Regal was in charge.
Yep.
And then, his in-ring, he was European champion, Intercontinental champion. He won King of the Ring, so he has all those accolades, but they just never gave him a world title run.
WCW World Television Champion.
Yeah, there you go. He's world, and then in WCW, I think he kind of shot himself in the foot when he out wrestled Bill Goldberg.
Yeah. Well, it was a good test for Goldberg, but no, that's a good one.
But yeah, William Regal, he definitely deserved to have one. He never did.
At least in WWF or WWE when he when he was there, and he could have beat Booker T or something for a title. Even if you give it to him for a month, he deserved one.
And then I could just imagine all the programs that could have been off his title run.
Yeah. The next one, I don't have too much to say because it's pretty self-explanatory, but with his in-ring work, the feuds that he had, the attention he brought to wrestling, and the only title match I know in recent history that he had was against The Miz, I believe, was Jerry the King Lawler.
Oh, yeah. Against The Miz, yeah.
Never won a world championship, and he more than deserved it. Mm-hmm. He put in the work and his longevity. He brought people to wrestling with the Andy Kaufman feud that he had.
Absolutely.
One of the more mainstream feuds that ever first happened. But he should have definitely won a title. He never did.
And he's the king because he's the king of Memphis wrestling.
Yep.
He had a whole territory just his.
Yep.
Yeah. So. Definitely deserves to be a world champion. That's crazy.
Yep.
My number 2 is Mr. Perfect, Curt Hennig. Now, what's that?
Definitely should have.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. So, this was in the era of when Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels were at the top of their games, and Curt Hennig kind of just fell by the wayside, but his ring quality was up there with the best. And he's second generation wrestler. And from what I hear, people actually liked working with him.
Oh yeah.
So and didn't hurt anybody. It just, I don't know. Maybe my only gripe with him maybe would be, his finish wasn't impactful because it's a fisherman suplex.
Yeah, but it was the perfect plex. So it was the perfect version of that move.
No, but I don't know. I just can't help but think maybe if he had more of an impact finish, that maybe they'd maybe come around and say, "Hey, we'll put the strap around you."
Yeah.
But he's a fantastic heel. I mean, come on, I can do everything perfect. I can just throw this ball, and it's gonna go through the hoop. I'm gonna throw this ball. I'm gonna run down, and I'm gonna catch it.
Yeah, he should have won a
the,
world
the
title.
way he freaking threw his gum.
Yeah, and hit it every time.
Yeah.
I still miss when I try that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good one. My number 3, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Never won a world title. He tried to buy it.
Yeah.
But he never won it. And especially around the time WrestleMania 9, I would have gave it to him at around those couple of years there. Like, what was it, 91, 92?
Sounds right.
Easily I would have gave it to him. But because he was
And
a heat
then,
magnet.
oh, for sure.
He had that one kid. He goes, "I'm gonna give you $100 if you dribble that ball 10 times." And then he got to 10, he kicked it. Oh no, you didn't do it! Like, can you imagine him as the world title holder? Everyone would have wanted him to lose.
Oh, for sure. And then he couldn't he couldn't win the world title, and he couldn't buy the world title, so he ended up creating his $1 million championship.
Yep. Which should have been a title that was defended.
Oh, dude, just imagine that, and that title was beautiful.
Yep. My favorite story of Ted DiBiase is when they gave him that gimmick. Vince pretty much flew him in. He's like, "All right, here's $2,500 of spending money. Spend the money, and we will replenish it. When you go to a restaurant, buy everyone's tab and flash the money. Just become someone people hate. I want you to go everywhere on a private jet. I'll replenish the money because I want people to hate you that bad." And he did. He'd go to a restaurant, the tab's on me, and he'd put the money down, and he's like, people hated me. He was crazy. I'm like, you want to give me all this money? He just kept giving him spending money to just spend and be an asshole. That's best gimmick ever.
Dude, I'd go to the gentleman's club.
Uh-huh.
On Vince's dime, yes, sir.
Uh-huh. But yeah, that's my number 3.
My number 3, that's a good one. My number 3 is Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, whichever, any version of him. So in WWF, he had that huge ladder match with Shawn Michaels. And he won that match to be the undisputed Intercontinental Champion. I feel like that definitely should have catapulted him to world title contendership.
Yep.
They just never went that way, and he left for WCW and guaranteed favored nations contract.
It's crazy. We're talking about so many guys that have left such an impact on wrestling that you kind of feel like, why didn't they ever have a world title?
Or it's like, they didn't win world titles? I could have sworn.
Yeah. He should have definitely won one.
Yeah. And then even in WCW, I mean, when you have to be the guy that Goldberg beats in order to wrestle Hogan, you're world champion material.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to put Vincent there.
You literally gave the belt to David Arquette.
Yeah,
you could have gave it to Scott Hall. You know what I'm saying? But
totally.
Whatever. My number 4, not a lot of people may have, and for the viewers out there, you may have forgotten about, the stuff this guy's done. Main evented WrestleMania 11. Was one of the most athletic big guys I've seen next to Vader. Mm-hmm. Bam Bam Bigelow. Mm-hmm. Bam Bam Bigelow should have won a world title. Now, I think he might have won one briefly in ECW, but I don't know if it was the heavyweight championship.
No, not
So
counting it. Not counting it.
yeah,
Not
he.
counting it.
I mean, the he would do moonsaults, the headbutts off the top rope. Like he was an
Yep.
agile big man that was a beast from the east. You
Yep.
know, he's from where was he from?
As Asbury Park, New
Asbury.
Jersey,
Yeah, that's right. So I don't know. He should have won a world title.
for sure. Absolutely. Bam Bam Bigelow.
Bam, bam. Okay, go
Yep.
ahead.
And WCW had no music.
No,
My number 4, Jake the Snake Roberts.
for sure he should. He never held any gold.
Oh my, that's a tragedy.
Not even an
Um,
IC title. Like, good lord.
so in the era of the big guys doing the what you gonna do, bro? Where you can go to the kitchen, make a sandwich, come back, and they're still doing a promo, and you haven't missed anything.
Yeah.
He was, yeah, come over here. Come over here. Yeah. I'm going to beat him up.
Uh-huh.
And you had to, hey, shh, what do you say? Turn it up. Turn it up.
Yep.
His promo was unmatched. His in-ring ability unmatched. I mean, he had, and the gimmick too, carrying Damien everywhere. And actually, like, he bit the Macho Man.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness! Like, and oh yeah, I'll take that snake bite. It's not venomous, isn't it? Oh, but it's Jake Roberts.
I'll take
Jake
it because I'm
Roberts.
the cream of the crop.
Yeah, yeah, but Jake Roberts.
Yeah. He for sure should have.
I mean, Intercontinental title at least, but definitely world champion.
Yep. I concur. My number 5, especially around WrestleMania 10 to 11, if you can give the title to Bret Hart, you can for sure give the title to Owen Hart.
Oh yeah,
Never won a world title. Multi-Slammy of the Slammy Award winner,
yeah.
tag team champions of British Bulldog, and he had a great run. He should have won a world title. Owen Hart was more than capable to carry that and especially gain heat while doing it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a shame Owen Hart never got there.
You know what I would have done? They did this in TNA with Bobby Roode and what the other Cowboy James Storm. They did it where Bobby Roode for the longest time could not win the title, and then James Storm gets a title shot, wins it in his first shot. I would have done that. Like Bret Hart for the longest couldn't win the title, and then Owen Hart just bumps in. Hit on the black card, I'm gonna win, and he wins the title. And then they just imagine how enhanced their feuds would have been if Owen Hart was a world champion.
Oh yeah, for sure. Shawn Michaels versus Owen Hart for a title? Sign me up.
Yeah. Yep. Totally concur with you.
But that was my number 5.
My number 5. Now we could have went the easy route and be like LA Knight. We could have gone, Cody Rhodes, but these guys, they're gonna win world titles soon. I went Cody's brother, Goldust. Yep.
Gold.
Now, I mean, he did have a push into like when he started as the Natural, and is he currently wrestling as the Natural right now in AEW? But he's one that I guess never could get away from Dusty's shadow until he got to WWF and donned the face paint and the bodysuit.
Yeah.
But he never got the chance. Maybe his character was too androgynous, but he did serve his purpose. Attitude Era wouldn't have been so attitude-ish without him.
Yeah.
Definitely could have ran with the title once or twice. And I could just imagine all the programs that could have happened just with him having the world title or chasing the world title.
Yep.
Imagine like fused with like Stone Cold being. He
You
could
get your
work
gold
too.
ass over here. Yeah. No, that's a good one. I'm gonna hit you with a couple of my honorable mentions. So,
Okay.
two that never won a world title and should have. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff never did,
Wonderful.
and Hacksaw
They
Jim
come
Duggan, the first winner of the
first.
inaugural Royal Rumble,
I got a Rumble winner. Yep.
never did. I had other ones, but they've won world titles somewhere else. But I was talking like back in those days, WWF was big time.
Yeah.
So for these guys to not win in the big time, like Rick Rude never won the WWF World Championship, Ricky Steamboat, you know, those are guys.
NWA.
Yeah, they did, but not on that like big stage. So, but yeah, who do you got for honorable mention?
So I did have Ted DiBiase. Did have Rick Rude. Did have Piper. I'm surprised you didn't have this one. Magnum TA.
Yeah, he should have. That damn tree. No.
No, he had it. He had the look. He had the size. All the guys wanted to be like him. All the women wanted him. He was the United States champion, getting ready to be catapulted up to the main event, and then he reps that gosh darn tree.
Yeah, but no, that's a solid one. So, again, if you like what we talked about, drop it in the comments below. Any that you feel should have been on the list that we didn't mention. And again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We got a bunch of stuff coming your way. So, MVP, it's been real as usual. We will see you on the next one.